Well, on Wednesday, Delmarva Life is going purple to help raise awareness of the opioid epidemic that is tearing apart families all over Delmarva.
It's just one way to get people talking about this issue that is stealing lives, both young and old, every day. Well, our next guest has information on another effort that's going to thrust this important topic right into the spotlight. This is Reese Cropper. Reese is the sponsor of an event where the film Andy Irons' Kissed by God is going to be shown. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Can I start with a really basic question here? Who is Andy Irons?
Andy Irons is a young lad who grew up in Hawaii, and at 7 years old began to learn to surf. He got a Christmas gift of a surfboard, he and his brother, and learned to surf and became a world champion.
Ah, and I take it things didn't go well after that.
Well, actually, Andy suffered from depression and bipolar disorders, as well as some drug addictions, but his life kind of yo-yoed because he would do well. You know, depression will bring you down for a while,
right,
and then when he would get better, he would do really well. Then he had the bipolar disorders, which made him manic depressive. The opioids obviously got involved with his life and created some problems, but he ended up winning 3 championships and beat Kelly Slater, Kelly Slater is one of the top in the world. I think he's won like 20-some times world championships. So,
wow.
So Andy Irons did well.
So this film profiles his journey or tells what he went through in the whole battle.
This film is really a biography about his life, and his widow and brother got together with Teton Productions, and they put this together really to open up the conversation about depression and mental health issues, as well as opioids and drug addiction. And it's showing all over the world.
So why does this documentary, this biography, why does this mean so much to you?
Well, actually, last year I received the Hal Glick Award in the Ocean City area, and the proceeds are allowed to be donated to whatever charities you choose. And I chose mental health facilities.
Okay.
And the reason why I did was because I have depression and some bipolar disorders of my own. So I decided at that time to, I guess, speak about it and open up. And I was shocked at how much of a good reception I got about that. I had people that called me, had lunch with me, and said they'd never told anybody about their suicide attempts. I had people that called me and have children in other parts of the United States that they're worried about because they feel like they may be suicidal. I had people that called me about the fact that they have their own problems, or maybe a child at this time that has a problem that they wanted to help, and they wanted to know more about it because they didn't understand it. It's kind of like alcoholism. If you're not an alcoholic, you may not understand it.
Right.
Do you also think that maybe by featuring these types of films and talking about it more, it helps remove the stigma that is associated with it?
That's my biggest goal, Jackie. What I want to do is I want to remove the stigma as best as I can. You know, when there was HIV crisis, people got out and spoke. With the gay and lesbians, they spoke out, and those things have diminished. When I was a child, I can remember that the word cancer was a bad word.
Right.
People would say they have cancer, and they'd whisper it. So I want people that have depression or problems with the drugs to be able to stand up and say, Jimmy, I've got a problem, I need your help.
Yeah. Well, thank you for standing up and talking about this, something that's so deep and personal and impacts your life so much. Now, this film has impacted other communities already, right? Yes.
Well, we've got Wicomico County involved quite a bit because Salisbury University and PRMC is getting involved. We really hope to get, you know, it seems when people lose a child or a friend, they start a not-for-profit organization.
Right.
There's different ones for different things, for everything from suicide to depression to opioids. And so what we'd like to do is try and bring them all together. Try and make some way that we can get it so that people, when they have a problem, will have a place to go to and start out. Because right now, if you're hiding and you don't really want to admit your problems, you go to the internet and you may find lots of different avenues, but you don't know which one's the right one.
Right.
So we'd like to try and bring it together, like you said, open the voice and see what happens from there.
Now the community has a chance to see this film.
September 25th, it's a Tuesday evening. We have the film showing at the Convention Center in Ocean City at the Performing Arts Center. We are going to charge $20 a ticket. I actually took this on myself, so I've got quite a bit invested between renting the convention center and getting rights to the film. So we've had some sponsors that have stood up and helped me out somewhat, and that's great. And the ticket sales, the proceeds have to go to the convention. Some of the proceeds have to go to the convention center and also to Teton, who produced the movie.
Right.
But the remainder will go to the PRMC Behavioral Health Center.
That's terrific. Okay, so the movie shows at 6, but the doors open at
5:30. The doors open. I don't want everybody to think that the doors open at 6. So the movie we'd like to start about 6 o'clock.
Gotcha. All righty.
Well, thank you for joining us today. It's
Yeah.
an important conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in to talk about it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you doing that. Okay, so a little reminder here for you about a big event. It's taking place tomorrow. The Sussex County Health Coalition is bringing in former NBA player Chris Herron to share his journey from addiction and loss to recovery and hope.
And that event takes place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at the Crossroad Community Church in Georgetown. It's a free event, but seating is limited to the first 700 people, so be sure to come early.
I've heard so many good things from people who have attended his events in the past, so if you get a chance, please go.
All right, maybe take a friend.